Predicting the NBA playoffs outcome is always tough, but it is also the best time of year for everyone, both the players and the fans. This year is especially interesting as we have a couple of firm contenders for that much-needed Larry O'Brien trophy. The Western Conference, as always, is the tougher one to predict, even more now as the season comes to a close and every team wants to prove that they belong in the playoffs. One of the teams that could surprise the world and take the NBA by storm in the playoffs this year are the Denver Nuggets, starring Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP. Today's video will be about the Nuggets' chance to win it all this year with Nikola Jokic excelling above everyone. We will talk today about why the Denver Nuggets could dominate this year's playoffs with possible comebacks of Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., and how Nikola Jokic could take his game to the next level and win the ultimate prize for the Mile High City. But before that, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Do you think Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets could be the NBA champions this year? Please share your opinions in the comments. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Let's keep rolling. The Nuggets' strong push in February brought some hope and showed that they are playing like a well-oiled machine. Their 8-4 record was the fourth best in the league, and they ended the month on a league-leading 6-0 winning streak before falling short to the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first game of March. Nikola Jokic is continually showing why he is the league MVP and why he could keep the title this season. He is playing even better this year, and the Nuggets are outscoring opponents by 10 points per 100 possessions when he is on the floor and losing by 8.6 points when he is on the bench. Also, according to the PER rating, Jokic is second all-time this year with his rating being 32.18, passing some of the greatest players that have ever set foot on a basketball court, like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Wilt Chamberlain. And we are only scratching the surface here. The Nuggets have been top 10 in both offense and defense for the last 2 months, and their key reasons were the bench players and Coach Malone's change of rotation. Their starting lineup of Nikola Jokic, Will Barton, and Aaron Gordon has not changed and deserves a lot of credit. There are few words to describe what Nikola Jokic is doing. He is the absolute backbone of this team, both statistically and efficiently. The reigning MVP leads the Denver Nuggets in all 5 major statistical categories: 25.4 PPG, 12th in the league, 13.8 RPG, 2nd in the league, 7.9 APG, 6th in the league, 1.4 SPG, and 0.7 BPG. He is an absolute force and a winner. With his playmaking, he makes his teammates better and can score at will while also contributing on defense. He is even more efficient than last season and is a top 3 candidate for the MVP award along with Joel Embiid and DeMar DeRozan. We should see him even more inspired to play as he plans to sign a Supermax extension this offseason with his new contract projected to be the largest contract in NBA history, a total of $241 million for 5 years. I have a feeling he is going to want to earn that money during this year's playoffs. Coach Malone praised Jokic in an interview with Rich Eisen, saying, "Anytime you have the opportunity to coach a great player as a head coach in this league, it's a privilege, it's an honor, and Nikola, as a reigning MVP, is making a strong case to be a repeat MVP." And the one thing I enjoy about coaching Nikola is, although he's successful, has money and fame, he has not changed. He is really a selfless leader and is embarrassed by the attention. Jeff Green started 46 of 58 games and played mostly at the center position, providing much-needed depth and experience for the young players. Even though he is 35, he still lives in the air and can hang with the best of them with his dunks. An excellent stretch 4, or in this case, stretch 5, with his outside shooting, he can spread the floor and let Jokic dominate inside the paint. Monte Morris has been a terrific substitute for the injured Jamal Murray, posting averages of 14.1 PPG, 4.1 assists with shooting percentages of 55.8 field goal percentage and 48.7 three-point percentage. And to top all of that, he is only making 0.6 turnovers per game. His play complements Jokic's, and he has been clutch in late-game situations against the Golden State Warriors, February 17th, hitting the buzzer-beater 3 and the go-ahead three-pointer against the Sacramento Kings, February 27th. Will Barton's shooting has been tremendous, and he worked hard to perfect his shot. Currently, he is one three-pointer away from a franchise record for most threes as a Nugget, set by J.R. Smith with 768. He has been one of their most lethal shooters, capable of catching fire and maintaining his consistency, which was a problem for him in the past. His averages of 15.0 ppg, 4.9 rpg, and 3.9 apg have been crucial for the team's success. The duo of JaMychal Green and DeMarcus Cousins brought the interior physicality and energy to boost the team. It seems that Boogie has finally found his place in the NBA after struggling for a couple of years and changing his surroundings. JaMychal Green has been in great form in February after having a down season so far. Bryn Forbes, the team's newest acquisition, applauded the duo on February 15 after the game against the Orlando Magic, saying, "I'm very grateful for those two. Big bodies that want to hit people and get me open." When Cousins heard the message of Forbes' gratitude, he smiled. "He better be," Cousins said. These are all great reasons for the Nuggets to rise up the ladder and get a better spot in the playoff picture. But when it comes to the playoffs itself, they still need some more help, and help seems to be around the corner. Great news comes from the doctors, saying that Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. might come back just in time for the playoffs, which begin on April 17th. There are still possibilities, but Porter Jr. has been cleared for contact drills and training after leaving the game against the Rockets on November 17th with back tightness. The Nuggets signed the forward to a max extension of $172 million after a great showing in the playoffs, where he averaged 17.4 ppg and shot 39.7% from three. Jamal Murray talked about his status to Complex Sport. "I don't have a specific goal. I'm in no rush. I just want to feel normal, to be able to go out there," he said. Without his presence, the Nuggets are looking at another second-round exit like last year. His shooting can be contagious and is necessary for the team as a whole. If he can stay healthy, the Nuggets could be a top-5 team. His rise to stardom was swift, and he produced at the highest level with amazing shooting stretches, a Robin to Jokic's Batman. His sheer vitality for this team, especially in the playoffs, is seen in his numbers from the 2020 to 2021 playoffs as he torched his opponents, averaging 26.5 ppg in 19 games. An amazing feat for a young player, as he just celebrated his 25th birthday 8 days ago on February 23rd. The team's playoff success will depend on their consistency on both offense and defense. I think Jokic will rise to the occasion this year and is filled with motivation from being swept by the Phoenix Suns in the second round last year, and is looking for revenge, as they are likely to meet again in the playoffs. What I like here is that everyone knows each other and will play to each other's strengths. And with Murray and Porter hopefully healthy, they are looking at a deep playoff run, turning a lot of heads and maybe the championship. So, what do you guys think? Do the Denver Nuggets stand a chance in the tough West? And can Nikola Jokic single-handedly get them a title if Murray and Porter can't stay healthy in the end? Is there anyone that can step up and excel at the biggest stage and when it matters the most? Please, don't be shy in expressing your ideas in the comment section below. Oh, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more stories from NBA life.